exciting and awesome to have all of you here as we dive deeper into the world of fascinating tech and innovation. So today is going to be special as we are having our first ever Global AI Kathmandu Chapter with some insightful sessions coming along. So kick back, relax and get ready to dive deeper and have some seriously cool discussion and some inspirational takeaways. So before we dive into today's session, I'll go by introducing our Global AI community. Our Global AI community has come a long way, bringing tech enthusiasts, leaders and AI dreamers together from all across the globe to a common dynamic platform. It has been having a combination of talks, meetups, discussions, virtual, whether it be virtual or offline. Attendees have opportunities to connect with like-minded peers, build meaningful relationships, and of course expand their professional network. So overall, the Global AI community has been generally empowering techie geeks from all across the globe. So talking about Kathmandu Chapter Global AI community, the organizing team techWebinarNepal is marking the beginning of the series of monthly event named Global AI Kathmandu Chapter today. The monthly chapter series is aimed to establish a regular rhythm that helps staying engaged with the local AI ecosystem. It is a vibrant collective that has been aiming to keep the enthusiasts awakened, curious about the potential impact of AI in our local society. So talking about our organizing committee, techWebinarNepal, it has also come a long way being a robust online collective community. It has been dedicated in delivering the insights into latest trends and advancements in the technology shaping the future tech landscape. techWebinarNepal has been targeting diverse audiences including students, policymakers, tech leaders, enthusiasts, academics and professionals, making it a truly inclusive platform for knowledge sharing and collaboration. I would now like to take a moment to express our gratitude towards our chief guest as well as our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Manish Pokharel. Sir, would you like to come ahead to accept our respect and gratitude? Talking about the purpose of this event, I'm going to talk about what you can expect from the event held today. It is held in the motto of sharing a common ground for like-minded peers. It will bring along the enthusiasts from all over the homeland together to share like interests, talk about their ideas, share knowledge and experiences, and of course expand their knowledge, which might be otherwise challenging for some techie geeks who are reserved. Learning from the best is aimed by Global AI Kathmandu Chapter because we can get to network with experienced professionals, that too in person, and getting answered by those experts in the forefront is really exciting. And it is also aimed to bring impact at the local level, because we are very comparatively backward in the technology. So it is an attempt to share a dynamic ground to spark common interests, dispel myths, and shape the future of AI and technology in our very own society. Shifting our gears from discussing the mottos to the slogan of our event today, it says AI in the epoch of Industrial Revolution 4.0. Talking about fourth industrial revolution, we all know what it stick around. It is all about artificial intelligence, IoT, industrial Internet of Things, cloud computing, robotics, automation and data exchange in manufacturing societies, processes which include cyber-physical systems. So let's get this show on the road. Now, me done with all the talkings for now, it's time to call upon our keynote speaker of the month, of the day, who has been dedicated in the IT sector since 28 years and have made major contribution in the national field of technology. He is none other than Professor Dr. Manish Pokharel, who is presently serving as Dean in School of Engineering at Kathmandu University. Our esteemed speaker brings a wealth of experience and expertise on the table. He has also been appointed as a member of high-level ICT Council under the chairmanship of our Prime Minister. He has also worked as a consultant in National IT Industry Promotion Agency in year 2012 and in 2010. He has played a pivotal role in developing Smart City Master Plan for Kamalamai Municipality, Sinduli. He was also appointed as a member in National Academy of Science and Technology. He has also taught graduate level in Korea Aerospace University, where he completed his postdoctorate and PhD in e-governance. So, without any further ado, let's invite Professor Dr. Manish Pokharel on the stage, a true luminary in the IT sector, with a huge round of applause.
And when I just enter this room, I feel very happy because I really wanted to have the classroom like this, making a cappuccino at the end, right? And the smell of the cappuccino, camera on the left, and also the girl on the wall, right? So this is the perfect classroom. So I'm very privileged. So I just got this throat since today morning. Okay, so this is my topic that I would like to talk. But before that, let me tell you that this is not a lecture. Okay, I just would like to share my experiences and the things that what I have seen. Okay, now we talk a lot about artificial intelligence. Even we talk a lot about industrial revolutions. Every day we just talk and see the technology is booming up. Right? We talk a lot. Now this new term has come. People, they stop talking about AI, they call it about generative AI. Right? So these are the words that we use almost every day and every corner and all the places. So exactly where are we right now in Nepal and what we have to do? Okay, that is what. So and Industrial Revolution 4.0, I'll talk a little more on these coming slides. But before that, let us start with a few questions. You don't have to answer, don't worry. Just put a question in your mind. You know, what will humans do if technology solves everything? You know, last week I read one book called The Utopia. And when I read that book, it is written that from the MIT professor saying that after 20 or 25 years, there's nothing to do. Everything will be done by the machine. You want to have a latte, ask the machine, take me the latte, double salt. Right? If you want to watch a movie, just say that yes, I want to watch a movie. So what will humans do then if technology solves everything? And this is the learning place, learning lab. Yes. What do we have to teach if there is nothing to learn? It has become the serious issues. Though it looks very funny. Oh, then what? If there is nothing to learn, just we go for the cycling, we go for the picnic, right? We go to the Pokhara for the paragliding. We make a lot of plans, right? And the way we just put the bar singer, have a chill beer. This is right. But these are the serious issues. So what do we have to teach if there's anything to learn? So just keep this into your mind. And with these universal facts, I always say that AI is for everyone. You know why I have put it this one? Whenever I get a chance to talk with the Ministry of countries like Ministry of Education, Ministry of Science and Technology, the one common questions that I always get, Manish, so you talk about AI. Have you been to Jumla? Have you been to Master? Have you been to Karnali in the remote area? You're talking about AI. but there's something else. Okay, and at the same time, they also tell me like AI is not for our country. AI is for Japan, for America, for Australia, for UK. We are the least developed country. We need the clean drinking water. We need the rice. We have now they started saying that we have to have mechanisms to stop the fire, like fire in the bush. But the fact is something else. AI is not only for the American, AI is not only for the Japanese, AI is for everyone. That is a fact. And I always say it's like a bullet train. It is like a bullet train. So we Nepalese, we have to be very smart enough to board the bullet train very quickly. If we are smart enough, definitely that will take us to the destinations. But if we miss this bullet train, we do not know when the next bullet train will arrive at our station. So AI has now come as a bullet train. And I have just added this one. This was, you will not find in my previous presentations. We're talking about the GAI. So one more box in the bullet train was added. And the industry was 4.0 and SDGs. SDGs stands for Sustainable Development Goals. So these are the facts. These facts are not only for the New York, these are not only for the Osaka or Tokyo or the Seoul. This fact is everywhere. So we have to understand, these are the facts. So I will not talk much about AI because we know there is a non-biological intelligence that we call. And if you ask me the types, I will just say there are two types of AI. One is the AI which is trained for one task at a time. You train the machine to play a chess, the machine will play the chess, but it will not play the carrom board. If you train the machine to drive a car, the machine will drive a car, you cannot ride your bike. Yes, that is an arrow. And it's generally like a human being. Like if you train someone, some machine to walk something, that machine can also do something else. So that is a general. And we talk a lot about super intelligence, like if it exceeds the human capacity. Okay, so these are the things that we have to know, and this is very common. So I will not much spend my time over here. And generative AI, what is nothing but it is a part of artificial intelligence, which now creates, it generates like the text, videos, and I have seen like we use in the ChatGPT, right? The new versions, it is very, very exciting. So generative AI, that is a part of this one. So it does all the things, and it encompasses all the various techniques. There's a difference between AI and generative AI. Okay, that is what I have just tried to put it. This is not my definition. This is I have just taken from somewhere else. Now, why do we need AI? Right? Why do we need AI? You know, if you ask me, I have the answer like this. There is no option. Even if you like or dislike, even if you say, I don't like AI, I hate AI, I cannot survive. Even if you say, I heard a lot about AI, but that's not my cup of tea, that doesn't work. Even if you say, I'm a person from finance, why should I go for AI? AI is now needed not only for computer science or IT, it is needed for the finance, for the account, anthropologists, legal perspective, everywhere that we need. So there is no options. We cannot run away from AI. Okay? So that's the reason why we have to understand the AI. Now, Industrial Revolution, you know, like, we also have taken from the internet this diagram. The first Industrial Revolution, it started in in 1784, in 18th century. And that time, the Britain has done a lot of things because of locomotive engine, and we did nothing. We means the English. Then, second industrial revolutions, Europe has achieved a lot, but we are very happy in ourselves. We didn't care. Third industrial revolutions, not only Europe, East Asia, like Korea, South Korea, Vietnam, Taiwan, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, they did a lot. And we are very happy in giving their example, right? This is a God gift to us, the Nepalese. We become the happy if I see the other people happy, right? If you come from Hong Kong, you say, yeah, Hong Kong, I have seen everything is done by machine. Oh, marvelous. We are very happy. But we never think, can we do those such things in our country or not? Okay, so this is also a mistake. And in the fourth industrial revolution, which was started in 2015, this is for us. This is for the country like Nepal. Here, you do not need, see, if you ask someone, why did we miss this first industrial revolution, they may say, it was the era of the locomotive engine. That time there was no the railway track, there was no the highway, we missed it. But here, you don't need the big infrastructures, you don't need the big highway, you don't need the big bridges. There you need the brain. There you need the knowledge, right? And let me tell you that our knowledge, our brain is not inferior as compared to the West or the East. So this is for us. This is for us. But if we miss that industrial revolutions, then your kids or your grandkids will not forgive you. They'll make fun of you. Oh my God, these guys, they used to have a coffee, cappuccino and all, but never thought how to make a cappuccino machine with AI. They'll laugh at you. So this is the era. This is the fourth industrial revolution is needed for us. And we can do it. So that's what we wanted to say. And this is pillars of industrial revolutions 4.0. You have the computational power, and here is the cloud. She also has already said. So they are the main actors of fourth industrial revolution. Intelligence, we have the AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Okay, and also mechanism of interacting with the machine, because the IoT, machine-to-machine interactions, and virtual reality, augmented realities, and also the 3D printing. So these are the four pillars. You may have more pillars, but these are the basic four pillars of industrial revolution 4.0. What does this mean? We have to use the internet maximums. We have to use the feature of the cloud computing. We have to use the blockchains. We have to use the sensors. Okay, and all this AI, ML, DL. So all the technologies, these we call as emerging technologies, and we have to use it. Right? So this is what I wanted to just say. So why this is for us again? Why this is for us? Because this I have added by myself. Intelligence Industrial Revolution 4.0. I plus I have 4.0. And it is a knowledge-based 4.0. Right? And now the entire world is more interdependent rather than interconnections. See the another change, the terminology change. Interdependent. What does it mean? Just think our 2019 when the COVID was brought from the Wuhan. That time, we were very happy because we used to read the newspaper, we used to hear the news in the television saying that there is one city called Wuhan in China, and they have the COVID. But we never realized in the first phase that COVID could come to our country as well. Right? So we are, everything is interdependent. That's why I want to say. The West or the developed country, now they are not happy because we are poor. Because if we are poor, that also affects them. So all they want to make everyone rich and wealthy and afford to buy the things what they make it. So this is the interdependent. So this is the knowledge-based IR 4.0. And of course, we have the 100 billion neurons in our brain. American, they don't have the 200 billions. The Japanese, they don't have the 300 billions. Our brain is the same. The structure of our brain is the same. The one different why they are developed and why we are not developed, from my perspective for us, we are not able to train our brain. But they are smart enough to train their brain. That is only the difference. If we are able to train our brain, so this is enough to develop our countries. So this is for us. And yes, soft power. Now we talk a lot about soft power. As I have said, there is no need that if someone says, I had a dream to do something, but if I don't have money, that is not good excuses. Right? I wanted to establish the factory in Jumla, but there is no highway from Jumla to Surkit. That is not the excuses. Now the era is of the soft power, and that we have. So that is the reason that IR 4.0 is for us. And imaginations leads to the innovations. Do the imaginations, there is no harm. Let the people laugh at you. Let the people laugh at you if you say something. And you know, if you imagine something, some creative things, of course, your brain will make you to achieve that. You can note down in your diary. Right? There was a guy who has come May 12 in the evening at what he has said something like this. So that is possible. Is my voice okay? Yes. Oh, so for me not okay, but okay. So let's think now. Are you tired? Because it's evening time, right? Okay. So let's think on it. Why is information-based industrial revolutions more challenged? So why is IR 4.0 is more challenged? You know why? Okay. Another of the things, why is it different than agricultural revolutions? You know, the life without challenge is not exciting. Right? We should have the challenges. If you say everything is done, the life will be very boring. Right? So why is information-based institutions more challenged? Because information is keep on changing. Today you have one information, tomorrow that information may be changed. And we have to update yourself. If you are happy of the information that you have earlier day, you cannot move ahead. So one of the challenges that we have is to update ourselves. Right? So we should not feel sorry or we should not feel bad if we do not know anything. If you come to know you do not know anything, that means you know something. But if you think I know everything, that means you know nothing. Okay? So that is the part. And why it is different than agricultural revolution? There was agricultural revolution also. You know, agricultural revolution is a recycling. Like you put the rice today, after a couple of months, you just cut and you put in the rice. Again that cycle comes. That cycle will not be changed. But the industrial revolution information base is keep on changing. So my message of this today's slide is, I say student or my dear colleagues, please update yourself. Every day before you go to bed, just you think what you have learned today. You know, what I will think today, because I have just here, this is the place that I have learned, this is the beautiful place for the learning, as I have said, having it, the smell of the cappuccino, right, just the plant, that's fantastic, there's a good ambience that I have learned today. So this is what I wanted to say. And yes, education systems should work in changing scenario that. And how does this potential of emerging can be realized? Through education. Without education, it's not possible. The developed country, I'll give you an example. I don't give the example of the West. I just give the example of the East Asia. The South Korea, which was very, very poor just 50 years back. You know, I did my PhD from South Korea, that's I know a little bit more about South Korea. I have been to one museum. When I went there, in that museum, I saw in one place, it was written, 10,000 sacks of the wheat was donated by Nepal. 10,000 bora yo gaun tai pathaएको छ. That time when they had nothing to eat. Okay. But Korea is now, South Korea is now one of the leading countries in the world. Not because they are Korean, but they have used proper educations. Singapore, which was separated from Malaysia in 1965. And Singapore, within 15 years, people from Malaysia, they used to go to Singapore to learn educations. So education should drive us. That's what I want to say. Yes, but what is education? Okay, don't feel that, hey man, he's underestimating me. No, I'm not underestimating you. I know you guys are pretty smart than me, right? But the thing is, you know, why I wanted to share this slide, because I have shared this in my TED talk as well. You know, I had done survey. I have asked few students, and let me be very honest, more than 80% of my students, they say they are doing the education just to go to abroad. And few of them, they say they have done the education just to get a handsome salary or a good job. None of them have said they have done the education for their country. No. Right? So that forced me to think what exactly the education could be. And also during the COVID, you know, when everything was locked down, we were using the Zoom or others media. That time also, you know, many students, they used to complain me, sir, we are very poor, we don't know how to learn from the Zoom. Right? And then, with this experience, I just made this title. So education should equip us to address the challenges, plus to create the opportunities for today and tomorrow. Okay, that's what we need the educations. We don't want the educations which was third 10 years or 15 years back. You know, referring the old education is like referring the old medicine for the new disease. So that is what we have to be careful. And there's a term called Education 4.0. It is especially, that education also I have made it. So it is for Industry 4.0 and SDGs, which was empowered by the artificial intelligence. So this is how we have to think. if you learn the educations, please ask yourself why you are learning this. And don't give the answer that you are learning this to get the passport or to get the visa. No. Okay, so this is what we have to understand. And look at here, the rapid changes in global scenario. In 2015, like almost 10 years back, entire education systems, ecosystems in the globe was based upon 3 pillars: the technology, globalizations, and climate change. Okay, I don't know. People they used to talk about the technology. People they used to talk about the globalization. It means like education should be not only confined in one particular area or particular country. It should have the effect for the entire globe. And yes, climate change is one of the pillars because now there are so many CO2 getting emitted. So how can we control that? So education system was on the 3 pillars around 2015. After 2019, one more pillar was this pandemic management. So people they were expecting the education system to help them to manage the pandemic, to overcome the irritations, to overcome the anxiety, to overcome the frustrations. Because during the pandemic, we have seen many kids at home, very irritating and very frustrating. Okay? So they were expecting the education systems should manage. And that time, education 4.0 was also emerged. Look at here. It was a triangle, it has become a rectangle or a square, whatever it is, right? And green technology, intelligent technology, ubiquitous technology. So these technologies also emerged in COVID-19. After COVID-19. Then what happened? This square or rectangle has become the pentane. After COVID-19, United Nations has said, please equip your education so that we can meet all the SDGs 70 goals. Ceased. My purpose of sharing this diagram is so rapid changes, right? Within a decade, within the 10 years time, from the triangle to the rectangle to the pentane. Not only that, getting. What will you do? How will you keep the education in the emergencies? This term was coined, when the Russia attacked the Ukraine. It was there before, but this term, was very, became popular. When the Russia attacked the Ukraine, the student as well as scholar or researcher or professor, they are worried about their university and schools. They are not worried about the bridges, they are not worried about the supermarket, they are not worried about whether they get potatoes or not. But they are worried about how can we protect our university? How can we protect? How can we disseminate the knowledge? Even the Russia is keep on attacking us. So that is education in emergency. Okay. Now, so this is how it is changing. Just think, a man with this throat problem is speaking like this. If this man comes again without painting, then it will. So you don't feel that bad. Okay. So these are the challenges. I will go very quickly. So we need some skills for IR 4.0. Adaptability, rapid skilling, and honest skilling. Adaptability means, please try to adopt yourself in the new environment. Right? Nowadays when I go to home, generally what I do, when I go to home after dinner, I just see my email and I just respond my email. But nowadays I don't do this one. You know why? Because my daughter wants me to watch IPL with her. I have to watch IPL, even though I don't like it. And I have to pretend, wow, Tony, what a sex you have to do. Right? I have to pretend, I have to adopt it. Okay? So this is, and the rapid scaling is, as I have said, just you skill yourself. But what is this? This is a very difficult part. On-skilling means the forget which is not needed. You know, we humans, we are very, what we say, like, when I was in the college, I was very good in mathematics. Okay, you are good in mathematics, but you don't need the mathematics right now. If you say, yes, when I was in my school, I used to play very good guitar. Okay, but now I need you to play the drum, not the guitar. Okay, if you say, yes, I was very good in high jump. So you don't, if you are not able to change yourself and to forget which is not needed, that will also make you in the problem. You know, and that habit that we have. We say, generally we find, like the old people, you know, yes, when I was in Germany in 1925, like this. When I was in Viratnagar in 2015, when I was in this, so that type of things will not work right now. So we should have this, forget it if it is not needed, and you go for the technology that I will skip this one. And yes, this is a big problem. So youth retention, this I have said with one of the, I am very sometimes very, it's a danger of being the some country of senior citizens. Opportunity is everywhere. Okay, opportunity is not only in abroad. Let me tell you, I left my country at the age of 19 to get my undergrad to India. I know India very well. I did my PhD postdoc from Korea. I know abroad very well. I was in Singapore for 1 year as a researcher. I know the outside. And after going outside, I come to know I am as good as them, sometimes better than them. But we forget, we do not pay attention on ourselves. We just, you know, okay, I want to go to Canada. Why? If you get a $3,000 in Canada, here you can make $5,000. Right? And you know, last year I had a chance to go to Berlin in Germany. So there, this Nepalese community, they asked me to give a talk, and I was just talking about, not this one, I was talking about Nepal. And one Nepalese who was in Germany for more than 15 years, and he said, see, Manish sir, when I was in Nepal, I used to be very bright student. I did my 10th from JBS, and I wanted to do something, but I could not do, so I came to Germany. But now when I think of Nepal, I can't go. Because there is no development, there is no proper medicine, there is no proper sanitation systems. You know what I replied to him? See, you have said you are talented when you are in Nepal. The talents that you got, not from Germany, from Nepal. You are brought up from Nepal, not from Germany. And you are giving your output, your result to the Germany, and we are expecting your country will do better than Germany. Go back to Nepal and work. Yes, you may find some challenges, but definitely there are some solutions. So this is a trait of country of senior citizens. That's why you want to say. Okay, only skip only. These are so many. So this everything I will say when my throat will be good. Next time please invite me again. Okay, so this is, I will just go. Okay. So education for future. So education for future is skills for the futures. Try to have this one, and it is very, very possible, very easy. And that skill is unlearning, self-learning that I do not explained that I have said already. Then, education for all is required, but the same education for all is disaster. Okay, if my interest is in literature, please do not teach me science. If I am very good in mathematics, please do not teach me literature. You know what we do the blunder here? We ask our kids or our siblings. I was very good in mathematics when I was in school, do the mathematics. I am very good engineer, do the engineer. I am very good medical doctors, do the medical doctors. So that is the disaster, so let's not do this one. And as I have said, all of our brains are wired differently. We learn the things differently in different ways at different stages. That we call personalized learning. So personalized learning is one of the example of soft learning, and this whole education for the technology and technology for the education. This slide I have used in my TED talk. Okay, so that's what I wanted to use. Okay, this also I will skip. Okay, how do we start then? Okay, so stop talking much about AI. No, don't say that AI is needed. Like, how many times you say AI is needed? Okay, let's discuss it more in minutes. Let's use the AI to manage this traffic jam there in Bhartbhati supermarket. People will give you the blessing. Let's make AI to distribute the clean drinking water in every household. The senior citizens will give you the blessing. Let's use AI for the farmer. They will be proud of you. Do not go and tell the farmers that AI is needed. Let's not do that. So, okay. Then, let's not go for AGI. We don't need AGI. Here we go for the narrow intelligence. Let's do the simple task. Okay, and go for alertness, not no awareness. You know, we are very good in campaigning. Yes, sometimes we go to Surkhe, sometimes we go to Viratnagar, sometimes we go to Janakpur and say, yes, this is needed. Don't go there. Tell them, if you don't use this one, you will not survive. A lot. Okay, so this is what we have to do. Stop what? Start how and why. Okay, how we can use the AI and why we have to use it. Let us not spend our time in talking about what are the differences. So this is my one, and I always say it should be taught from the high school as a mandatory. AI is not only for computer science or IT students, like the English that we learn in every classes. So AI also should be the taught mandatory. Okay, so this also I will not go much because what will happen if we miss bullet train? We will be on the data colonized. What does it mean? You know, when I was in India doing my undergrad, you know, I was very proud, still I am proud of saying my Indian friends, because in Nepal we never get colonized by the British. You know, and when they used to talk a lot, they would say, oh, how many years that we've colonized by the British? They used to go down. But in Nepal we never get colonized. But our country will be colonized if we do not pay that attention. You know why? Data colonized means, you know, I'll give you one example. Last year I was at Nagarkot. I was having a breakfast meeting with some professors there, and I was just talking like this, and one of the professors asked me, when are you thinking to go to Bangkok? I was supposed to go to Bangkok, and I said mid-July. And oh, mid-July will be very hot in Bangkok. I said, I was just like, yes, mid-July is very good, very hot. And my smart watch, you know, they said the temperature of Bangkok is 36 degrees Celsius. I was very happy, but at the same time I was not happy. Because now we are colonized. My smart watch, watch knows what I want, what I do not want, what I like, what I do not like. So that is the dangerous part. Yes, and so this is a trade that we have to go. Okay, and okay, the conclusion is, let us stop referring all the best practices in AI. You know, if someone says me, oh yes, in Canada, the Canada government has used this AI, I don't pay much, but I read that, but I didn't pay much attention. I don't want to refer the other best practices. I want you to say, yes, this is the things what we have done in our country. Let them refer our best practices. Yes, we need the AI ecosystems. I always ask the government for this one. Yes, it's a golden opportunity for us and we can do it. I do not believe in impossible. I do not say AI is not my cup of tea. Only I should know how to drink the cup of tea. And so this was. So take a message is, this current technology will not help us. Okay, we need new technology and we have to identify the potential of AI that will be with us for another 25 or 30 years. As I have said, even though, you know, after my lecture, you say, yeah, whatever he says, I don't mind because I don't like AI. Yeah, so it's your wish, but you cannot survive it. And let's not compete with each other, let's collaborate and use others' expertise. Okay, so do the competition within yourself. Ask yourself what is needed to be learned. Okay, that will definitely help you to put you in your destinations. Thank you very much.
Regarding the session, please put them forward.
You know,
without any hesitation.
People put the questions. You know, I was in the meeting and I was in touch with him. I was really scared. Oh my God, can I talk or not? Because in the meeting I was just giving my sign languages. But after seeing you, after meeting you, I don't know how I got the power. So keep on meeting me. That's the business.
Any queries, anybody?
Yes, please.
Can you just share some references how Industrial 4.0, is there any case is there in Nepal that any industry is using such kind of, any industry now?
Yeah, so yes, because I don't know much whether any industries are using Industry 4.0, but I was invited by the government to discuss about IIF 4.0 a couple of times, but I don't think, because industry also has to be taught, or I don't know if this is proper word or not. The industry also has to learn the potential of IR 4.0 because everything is being automated right now. Okay, so industry, because you know what it is say, after 10 or 15 years, almost all the routine jobs will be replaced by the AI. People will not be replaced. That is the, people will not be replaced. One is your job will be replaced. So, but our industry, yeah, maybe there are some, but I don't think they are much serious about this one. No.
First of all, thank you so much, despite your throat. On Global AI Kathmandu Chapter. So this is the first event we are organizing. So on March 22, we have organized Global AI Bootcamp for the security panel. So this is the chapter version. So we are targeting to do on the monthly basis of this Kathmandu chapter, and this is a global community event. So I request all you to support on this chapter series, as well as your active participation on the upcoming events. And thank you so much. And this time we have only kept the personal invite, so it was not published on our social media. So what in next time we'll be trying to get the audience from the different medium. And thank you so much for trusting and Miss coming here. And thank you so much, Manish, because it was very hard to get his time. Because yeah, and thank you so much for Miss accepting that invitation. It was just 2 weeks only, so he just accepted the invitation within the 2 weeks. And thank you so much, Dishita. So this is the first time to do the MC. I think you have learned many things doing the MC work, and she will be our community lead for Kathmandu Chapter.